Beautiful Cancer peeps, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ant for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with your mid-October 2021 tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in the comments down below. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to check out my official social medias, all that information is going to be linked down in the description below. So Cancer, real quick before we start today's video, if I sound a little off, if I sound a little funky, I have been under the weather for the past couple days, but actually today I'm feeling pretty damn good, so much better than I felt over the weekend. So with that being said, this energy is passing and a motherfucker is happy, okay? But let's go ahead and get on into your mid-month here. This is going to be for mid-October 2021, and we're going to start off the video as always with your current energies for the second half of the month. Let's see what current energies are coming through here for Cancer. So starting off with the current energies for Cancer, what do we got? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-October 2021. What current energies are coming through here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout their mid-October 2021. What do we got? We got here a Ten of Swords, we got here the Empress, and we have here the King of Pentacles. So, the Ten of Swords, the Empress, the King of Pentacles. Very bold statement, very clear, precise story. It's about allowing something to end in order to grow from that situation and to ground yourself from that situation. So you're learning and growing from something. Something here came to an ending, and honestly, it was favorable for you to have that situation end. Now, when that situation ended, it put you into a massive period of growth. For some, I'm hearing growth and reproduction. I don't know why reproduction's what's showing up there. For some of you, there could be pregnancy involved for this month. If so, if you've been trying for a baby, congratulations, there may be a pregnancy here. But either way, though, with that Empress card and that King of Pentacles, you've grown so much from whatever the situation was, whatever this ending was, that you now realize that the ending was an absolute necessity to your growth and forward movement. Let's go ahead and clarify the Ten of Swords. What is this ending about that Cancers have gone through? What is this ending about that Cancer is going through? What do we got? We got here the Six of Pentacles, and we have here the Nine of Cups. Wow. Cancer. I think the ending that you're going through here is you're recognizing that not everything is equal. Not everything is equality. Not everything has to be you putting yourself on the back burner to help out another person, Cancer. I think this month is about recognizing that it's okay to be more selfish. I feel like we talk about this ideology a lot with Cancerians, so I'm sorry if these readings are kind of repetitive to you, because I'm sure I've done a reading like this before. But I think that this month, what's being highlighted for you is that being selfish is okay. What's always been interesting to me about the word selfish is that someone would call you selfish for doing something that works in your benefit, but if they want you to do something for them that's in their benefit, isn't that selfish of them to make you do something for them, right? So it's really interesting because selfishness kind of goes both ways. And who would you rather be selfish for, yourself or for another person? Think about it that way. At the end of the day, all we really have is truly ourselves. Of course we have other things, of course we have other people, but the person you're with for life is you. And at the end of the day, too, the number one person that always has your back, that always 24/7 has your back, is going to be yourself. So with that being said, Cancer, I think you're being called to be more selfish. And it's not about selfishness in general. It's about playing for yourself, being a number one team, being your own team, and going after what it is you want. So Cancer, I feel like something here was just not beneficial for you anymore. You couldn't keep throwing yourself on the back burner for something else or someone else. You had to start playing for yourself, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify the Empress. What kind of growth is Cancer receiving from this situation? Two of Wands, we got here the Eight of Swords, and we got here the Lovers. I definitely feel like this energy is no more Mr. Nice Guy. With the Two of Wands here, the Eight of Swords, and the Lovers card here, I think a lot of you guys have kind of come to the conclusion of, I have put a lot and have sacrificed a lot in the name of love, in the name of building connections with other people. So whether we're talking about friendships, whether we're talking about relationships, or we're talking about family that you love and care for, you've realized that you've sacrificed a lot in the name of love for the ones that you love and care for. And essentially, that's put you in a bad spot. You have always been kind, you've always been nice, and you've always put yourself behind others. And by doing that, you've put yourself at a disadvantage to getting what you want out of your life experience. So Cancers, what you're growing and what you're learning from this situation is that it's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to not be nice or to not be kind, because sometimes people take advantage of that. It's actually very interesting how I ended up seeing a video today. I'm gonna put the video up somewhere. Okay, let me see what the title was called. I saw a video that was kind of talking exactly about this situation that's coming up. So it's interesting that that message came through. So the video that I had watched earlier, if I can find it, was called "Stop Being So Nice," and it's by Tech Lead Show. Stop Being So Nice. And this man, I don't know why, he randomly popped up in my sub box and I felt the need to watch that video. And basically within that video, this man was describing that, you know, when you're constantly so nice, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage and you're allowing other people to take advantage of your kindness. And it's true. And I've said that before for Cancerians, for those of you that have had readings like this in the past and that are having this reading today, that's the message that comes through. You know, sometimes when you're too nice, other people take advantage of that, and then you put yourself at a disadvantage because essentially you're putting your wants, needs, and desires on the back burner to fulfill the wants, needs, and desires of another person. And that's not necessarily fair. And the world isn't fair. You know, your world is what you make of it, what you make of it. So if you're living in a world where you're serving other people, are you living in your own world or are you living in the world of another person, right? So there's a lot of things you got to ask yourself here. So ultimately, Cancer, stepping into mid-October, it's about no longer getting taken advantage of, no longer being somebody's placemat, no longer being Mr. Nice Guy. And it's okay to not be Mr. Nice Guy because you know what? Not everybody deserves your kindness. Not everybody deserves your nice energy. Not everybody deserves you in general. So with that being said, you deserve yourself and you also deserve the best. So give yourself the best, Cancer. All right, let's see what's coming up here for Cancer moving throughout mid-October 2021. What do we got? What's coming in here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout their mid-October 2021. What do we got? We got here the Seven of Cups, we got here the World card, and we got here the Three of Swords, followed up with the Devil. So, Seven of Cups, World card, Three of Swords, and the Devil. I think you're tired of being tied and bound to being hurt, Cancer. I think this goes back to the people taking advantage of your kindness. I think that you've noticed that cycle appear in your life way too many times where people have taken advantage of all the beautiful things that you've done for them, but when you really wondered if they would do the same for you, they didn't pull through, right? So it's kind of that energy of like, I realize I have scratched so many people's backs, but nobody else has scratched mine. And that massive realization this month is really what's going to take you to that place of, I'm done, you know? I'm done putting myself in these positions. We also got here the World card and we got here the Seven of Cups. Now that you're focused on yourself, Cancer, you can focus on all the things you want to do that can fulfill you. So the Seven of Cups is basically talking about your options and your opportunities. You have a massive amount of options and opportunities that you guys can take this month, and by doing so, go for it. Whatever feels right, Cancer, whatever feels good, whatever you want to do, make it happen this month, you know? For example, let's say you've been very busy helping out a friend with their situation. Meanwhile, you could have taken that energy and time and invested it into a project you've been working on. Maybe you've been helping out your partner financially, but at the same time, you've been needing to invest your finances into other things that you really need to place importance on, right? For example, maybe you've been helping out your partner with their car payment, right? But ultimately, you gotta pay your car payment too. So you're like, hey partner, listen, it's time for you to maybe get some overtime at your job because I gotta pay for this as well. It's like this energy of bringing in more equality in your own life, considering that you've been dishing out all of your energy to other people, all right? So Cancers, I definitely feel like setting foot into the second half of October, it's really all about you. It's really all about making sure you're taken care of, making sure that you're growing, making sure that you're moving forward, making sure that you're having the experiences you want to have, and not letting anybody hold you back, and not letting anybody basically take advantage of you and take advantage of your kindness and all the energy that you have to give in the world, because that energy deserves to go right back into yourself, okay? So what's coming up here for you in mid-October is that you're done here. The Devil here to the Three of Swords. You're done putting yourself on the back burner. And with the World card to the Seven of Cups, you're taking upon whatever it is you want to this month, Cancer, and you're doing it for you. I like it. Is anything else coming up here for Cancer now that they're in this energy of where they're caring for themselves? Is there anything that's coming up or anything that Cancer is noticing that is changing for them in a positive way? We got here the 10 of Pentacles, we got here the 2 of Cups, and we got here the 4 of Cups. I like that. We also had a card that jumped out. What card is this? We have here the 6 of Cups. So, in comparison to your past, Cancer, you're now noticing that in your present moment, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups, the more you start focusing in on yourself, the more you start ignoring the needs and desires of other people, the more stable you feel and the more connected you feel to your life. I said something pretty interesting earlier. I said how the more you serve other people, are you really living in your world or are you living in theirs? You're going to notice in mid-October, I finally feel connected to my own world. Not the world of other people, not my partner's world, not my friend's world, not my family's world. I feel connected to my world, you know? So it's a really beautiful energy to see. There's a massive amount of stability you're going to feel here, but there's also a massive connection here that you're going to feel to your own life now. And it's kind of going to provoke a lot of thoughts of, well, considering that I'm feeling really good, considering that I'm feeling very connected to my own life, what do I want to make of it right now? Where do I want to invest my energy? Where do I want to invest my time? I think it creates a sense of optimism for you guys because there's this really freeing feeling about this whole experience, you know? Now that you finally feel tapped in and connected to your own world, you feel incredibly free to go wherever you'd want to do whatever you want to, you know? So it's that energy of like, I'm free to do what I want, I can do whatever I want, it's time to get optimistic, and it's time to start thinking about where I want to go. What positive thing can I create in my life right now? You know, you're going to start asking yourself those questions. I like that. Is there any sort of dire or urgent message that Cancer needs to hear throughout the rest of this month? Maybe something they need to avoid or something they just desperately need to hear. We got here the Queen of Swords, we got here the Page of Pentacles, and we got here the High Priestess. Cancer, don't be afraid to turn people down. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to cancel plans. Don't be afraid to not do something for another person because you're too busy doing something for yourself. At the end of the day, don't be afraid to say no, guys. Turn down whatever you need to in order to make sure, that you're continuing to thrive within your own energy. In order to make sure that you're continuing to thrive within your own self, okay? Cancer, don't be afraid to say no. And with the High Priestess card here, you know, check your intuition. If something feels right, for example, if somebody asks you to help them in a situation, if it feels right, feel free to help them. But if it doesn't feel right for you, then don't. Make sure you're tuning into what your intuition is telling you as well. Alright? So Cancer, I'm not going to keep on dragging out this reading. I think it's pretty straight and to the point of what the universe is saying here. So what I got for you guys for your second half of October is essentially this. No more Mr. Nice Guy. People take advantage of your kindness, and people take advantage of it all the time and in many different ways. And I think you're fed up with that. You're recognizing that that's not fair. And with that all being said, it's time for you to start being your own team. And it's time for you to start winning for your own team. Meaning, Cancer, whatever you want to do for yourself, do it. And don't be afraid to turn down other people. Don't be afraid to no longer put yourself on the back burner, but instead put yourself up front. You know, this month is going to be time for you to take advantage of your own energy and invest it into the things you want to see grow. So plant good seeds this month so that you can have an awesome harvest. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and jump to the outcome and see what we got. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Cancerian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout their mid-October 2021? What's going to be the overall outcome here for Cancer? And what do we got? We got here the Strength card, and we got here the 7 of Pentacles. Now that you're investing all this time back into yourself, you feel stronger than ever. You feel happier than ever. I like that a lot for you. It's that energy of, I'm finally tame. No longer are people abusing my energy, taking advantage of it, draining me. I have so much energy now that I can invest it into whatever I want to see grow. Okay? I like it, baby. I like it a lot. Cancer, thank you guys so much, man, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If it does resonate, let me know down in the comments down below. Like I said, I have seen a story like this similarly before on the channel for Cancerians, whether it was in a daily reading or maybe one of the monthlies was similar to this, but hey, even if a message repeats, sometimes it's a message that you needed in that moment. So if you needed a reminder, Cancer, here is your reminder for the second half of October. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, of course, but if it does, hopefully this message helped you, okay? Alright guys, thank you so much, man. Thank you guys for being patient with me with Mr. Nasally over here. I know that I don't sound the best right now, but thank you guys for being patient with me, and allowing me to get through this reading for y'all, okay? If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. That would be awesome. And yeah, with that all being said, Cancer, I will see you in the next month. Enjoy the rest of October, and I'll catch you guys in November. Much love, Cancer, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.